The way people think about money has very little to do with spreadsheets, formulas, or intelligence. Most financial decisions are driven by emotions, personal experiences, fears, and hopes. This is the core idea behind The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. The book explains that financial success is not about how smart you are, but about how you behave. Two people can have the same income, the same opportunities, and the same knowledge, yet end up with completely different financial outcomes simply because they think and act differently. Money decisions are deeply personal. Each person's relationship with money is shaped by their upbringing, the era they were born into, and the experiences they have lived through. Someone who grew up during economic instability may value security above all else, while someone raised in times of growth may be more comfortable taking risks. Neither approach is objectively right or wrong. They are simply different perspectives formed by different life experiences. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that others see money the same way they do. In reality, everyone views financial decisions through their own unique lens. This is why arguments about money are so common. People are often talking past each other, each believing their own perspective is the logical one. Another key idea in the book is the role of luck and risk. Success stories often focus on hard work, talent, and discipline, but they tend to overlook how much luck plays a role. Being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, or benefiting from circumstances outside one's control can significantly influence outcomes. At the same time, failure is often magnified by bad luck or unexpected risks. Recognizing the role of luck does not mean dismissing effort or responsibility. Instead, it encourages humility and empathy. It reminds us not to idolize success too blindly or judge failure too harshly. Understanding this balance helps people make more rational decisions and set more realistic expectations. One of the most powerful forces in finance is compounding. Small amounts of growth accumulated over long periods of time can lead to extraordinary results. Compounding does not require constant action. In fact, it often rewards patience more than effort. The most successful investors are not necessarily those who trade the most or chase every opportunity, but those who stay invested and give time a chance to work in their favor. Time is the most important ingredient in building wealth. Starting early, even with small amounts, can be far more effective than starting late with larger contributions. The difference between modest and massive wealth often comes down to how long someone allows compounding to operate. Patience, however, is emotionally difficult. Humans are wired to seek immediate results. Waiting years or decades for an outcome feels uncomfortable, especially in a world that rewards speed and instant gratification. Yet, those who learn to tolerate boredom, uncertainty, and delayed rewards often outperform those who constantly react to short-term noise. The book also draws a clear distinction between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich is about income and visible success. Being wealthy is about freedom, security, and having control over your time. Wealth is what you don't see. It is money that is saved, invested, and not spent. True financial independence comes not from showing success, but from having options. Many people fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. As income increases, spending increases as well. New cars, bigger homes, and expensive habits quickly consume additional earnings. While there is nothing wrong with enjoying money, constantly raising one's standard of living can eliminate the financial benefits of earning more. Wealth grows when spending remains controlled even as income rises. Social comparison is another powerful driver of financial behavior. People often measure success relative to others rather than based on personal goals or values. This leads to unnecessary pressure, overspending, and dissatisfaction. There will always be someone with more money, more success, or more status. Chasing comparisons is a race with no finish line. Contentment plays a crucial role in financial well-being. Knowing when enough is enough allows people to enjoy what they have rather than endlessly striving for more. This does not mean avoiding ambition, but it does mean recognizing that happiness and fulfillment do not increase endlessly with wealth. Risk is an unavoidable part of any financial decision. No strategy guarantees perfect outcomes. What matters most is managing risk in a way that allows survival. Staying in the game is more important than maximizing returns. People who take extreme risks may achieve extraordinary success, but they are also more likely to experience catastrophic failure. A sustainable financial plan is one that can endure uncertainty, mistakes, and unexpected events. It leaves room for error. It does not rely on perfect timing or flawless decisions. Flexibility and resilience matter more than precision. Another important lesson from the book is that reasonable behavior often beats rational behavior. Purely rational decisions may look perfect on paper, but if they are emotionally impossible to maintain, they will fail in real life. A strategy that you can stick with consistently is better than an optimal strategy you abandon under pressure. Saving money is less about income level and more about behavior. People with high incomes can struggle financially if they spend excessively, while those with modest incomes can build wealth through discipline and consistency. What you do with money matters more than how much you earn. The ability to say no is one of the most underrated financial skills. Saying no to unnecessary purchases, risky opportunities, and social pressure creates space for long-term growth. Every financial yes comes with a cost. Choosing carefully allows money to serve your life rather than control it. Long-term thinking is essential. Short-term market movements, trends, and headlines can be distracting and emotionally exhausting. Those who focus on long-term goals and ignore temporary noise are more likely to make sound decisions. The future is unpredictable, but patience and adaptability increase the chances of success. Fear and greed often dominate financial markets. Fear causes people to sell at the worst possible times. Greed pushes them to take excessive risks when optimism is high. Understanding these emotional cycles helps investors avoid common mistakes and remain grounded during periods of volatility. Personal finance is not about winning a game against others. It is about achieving stability, freedom, and peace of mind. The goal is not to be the richest person in the room, but to live a life aligned with your values and priorities. Ultimately, the psychology of money teaches that financial success comes from self-awareness, patience, and humility. It is built through small, thoughtful decisions repeated over time. By understanding your own behavior, managing emotions, and focusing on what truly matters, money becomes a tool rather than a source of stress. Wealth is not just about numbers. It is about choices. It is about freedom. And it is about creating a life where money supports your goals instead of defining them.
Subscribe to the channel and write in the comments how you like our book transfer and which book you want to listen to next.